Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew.
Glory to you, Lord.
Jesus exclaimed, I bless you, Father, Lord of heaven and of earth, for hiding these things from the learned and the clever, and revealing them to mere children. Yes, Father, for that is what it pleased you to do. Everything has been entrusted to me by my Father, and no one knows the Son except the Father, just as no one knows the Father except the Son, and those to whom the Son chooses to reveal him. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Now listening to Isaiah again, we see that it seems like things haven't changed much in the Holy Land. This Isaiah written centuries before Christ came. And here we see Assyria again, nations in conflict with one another and bringing woe and destruction all around. And it seems as if there has been forever fighting over land and over peoples and tribes and nations there, and continues to this day. Yet, Isaiah is at pains to help us understand that this conflict that's there is permitted somehow by his permissive will. We've rather see an end to conflict and division. And it's possible that there could well be an end to conflict and division if only those who are holding the cudgels and holding the axe and the saw that are listed there in Isaiah today would let them drop, let them go, extend a hand of friendship, of invitation, rather than a fist of threat and conflict. It is within our grasp, so to speak, to reach out for peace, that gesture of opening and closing the fist. And sadly, indeed, it continues, and even over the Holy Land, those places where Christ himself walked and taught. And again, we lament that indeed. But again, God's permissive will somehow to keep challenging us and confronting us with our own stubbornness and our own pride, our own anger, those deadly sins, and invite us instead to become as mere children. Children quickly make up, if they've had a fight or a tussle or an argument. There might be tears, but friendship can be restored very quickly when it comes to children. And children can understand things the way adults complicate things unnecessarily too. So it's a lovely image for us in our hearts and our disposition to become as children, to trust God as Father. He's in control, he's in command. And whatever woe besets us today, whatever besets the world by way of war or conflict or division, again, economic turmoil and so on, again, God's permissive will is at work, and we can learn a lesson from that. And if we allow ourselves to be as little children, see things in a different light and a different perspective. Because these things, when we turn back the pages of history, they rise, they fall, they come, they go. Empires have their day, tyrants have their day, and they're gone, and they are no more. And the Lord remains, and few things are needed in the end. Indeed, only one, as the Lord himself says. So let us seek to become childlike in that way, astute, of course, in the ways of the world, but submissive always to the Father, who provides for us in all our needs. Stand now and pray. Dear Lord, as the psalm tells us, we will not abandon your people, no matter what befalls us. So we entrust our prayers to you and ask you to bless her church, and guide her, and strengthen her, and raise up new great saints, men and women